Hi, good morning to everyone. Today we are going to learn xhtml. In IT, xhtml is a first chapter and xhtml stands for Extensible Hypertext Markup Language. It is the language for browser understanding purpose. Commands we are used it there. It is the next step in the evaluation of the internet. The XHTML 1.0 is the first document type in the XHTML family, and it is the identical of HTML 4.0, and with the only few differences between the XHTML and HTML. And it was developed by World Wide Web Consortium. Simply we can call it is W3C, to help web developers make the transition from HTML to XML. Why we are using XHTML? Developers who migrate their content to XHTML 1.0 get the following benefits. That is, XHTML documents can be written to operate better than they did before in existing browsers as well as in the new browsers. XHTML documents can utilize applications such as scripts and applets that rely upon either the XHTML documents and the HTML documents. There can be object model and XML document of the specifications gives more consistent and well structured format and easily maintain, edit, convert and format, and it can be represented in official standard of W3C, and your website becomes more compatible and many browsers, and it is rendered more accurately. Simply we can say it very useful in upgrading of any browser. That is Internet Explorer 5.0 above of the specifications can be represented any of the XHTML versions. So here, what is the XHTML syntax? XHTML syntax is very similar to the HTML, and syntax and almost all valid HTML elements, and HTML is document into the XHTML document. That is, we can write doctype. This word doctype is the word fully capital letters must be used. So here you can see the doctype is a declaration of the syntax of the document. Here we must write the all capital letters and write all HTML tags and attributes in the lowercase only, remaining all HTML tags in lowercase, and close all HTML tags properly, must be close that, and next all tags properly, quotes all the attributes values, and forbid attribute minimization, and replace the name attribute with the ID attribute, and deprecate the language attribute of the scripting tag. So what is the document type declaration? All XML documents must have a doc type declaration at the start. Starting must be doc type is indicated. There are three types of doc type declarations which was discussed in detail XHTML doctype chapter. Here is an example of using doctype. Here tag element, here it can be called as the element tags. So in this here, first we can represent the exclamatory mark, and next one doctype is all capital letters, and HTML is the hypertext markup language, and here the public specification domain everyone can utilize and see. That is the purpose we can indicate in capitals, and here hyphen, this is the depth of specification, where it is locating and where it is calling of the specifications of elements of attributes. So W3C, World Wide Web Consortium, DTD XHTML 1.0 transitional, that is encryption. So here the tagline of the specification. So it must be right in first line of the specification. That is also declaration is the doctype. So doctype conferences, the XHTML 1.1 provides a definition of a strictly conforming XHTML and must conform constants explained, and root element of the document must be, and the root element of the document must be designate, and the root element may be also contain a schema location attribute as defined in the XML schema, and here is an XML of an XHTML 1.1 document type. So this is the syntax and example. Though here XML 1.10 version must be start with question mark. X means extensible, M means markup, L means language. Extensible markup language, that is a version equal to quotations in the sense attribute. So 1.0 encoding universal true font, that is the 8 is by default. So here next one is the doctype HTML public that is the specifications of where we are getting the calling of the site of specifications. So here last one is the DT, document type definition. Okay, here HTML XML is equal to where we are giving that the name XML name specifications. That is later we can discuss about this, and this statement can be defined later we can. Okay, so here first of all we can see this HTML, what is the HTML and what is the xhtml, and later we can define. So okay, first of all I can take one example, that is take notepad. So here first I can write normal HTML. So HTML, so this is HTML open tag and closing tag, and HTML closing tag. Before closing tag we must specify, before closing tag we must specify the slash before that. That is the meaning of a closing. Here head tag and a title tag. So everything we must opening and closing. Head tag, title closing tag. So okay, so after body tag, so okay, body closings. So these are the primary of default syntaxes of HTML. So okay, so okay, so this is the syntax. So here we are giving HTML demo. It can be represented in a title tag. So okay, HTML, okay, and this is first demo. I am saving this, save as. Okay, so at a desktop demo is a folder is there. At that take all files and take a file name first dot, must ensure you can specify the extension name. This is called extension name, that is a web browser specification, hypertext markup language. Okay, save. So okay, here you can execute. So okay, here I am taking like this.